Okay, there we go. All right, we're live. Let me stop the live stream. That'll come back at me. But AJ, over to you.
Oh, how about over to Ahmed? I don't have anything.
Okay.
Okay, hello everyone. So we don't have any agenda items actually for this like on GitHub. We have 3 issues that we discussed already. I'm not sure if you want to. Let me read them to see if you want to follow up on any of those.
Cool.
The first one is membership program administrative tasks. So we've agreed that we want to create roles for each of the members and like list all the roles that we have. But we haven't followed up on that any further.
I'm pulling that stuff back up now.
I believe we should do that before the beginning of the next cohort.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if this is a priority at the moment.
Right. Yeah, I created this issue last time, and it was just kind of a record. I just wanted to make a record of these things so that we could, draw our attention to them later. It wasn't necessarily like high, like priority stuff.
Okay. Yeah, actually, Tierney reached out to me like yesterday, I guess, or 2 days ago, and he told me that the mentorship initiative was one of the most engaged posts, one of the most engaged posts across Node.js social channels. So that's really nice.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and
the post that
you're really quiet, Dan.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, now you're better, I think.
Okay. Is this the post with Ben and I forget the name of the mentee?
Jennifer.
Jennifer? Is it Jennifer's post that we're talk about?
I'm not sure because Tierney didn't post actually.
Okay.
I believe he's talking in general because we had many posts regarding mentorship.
Okay.
Asking people to join and asking people to see like some of the assets.
Yeah, it seemed like he was just saying the project as a whole got a lot of engagement across social media channels in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, that might have come from the marketing team meeting. That makes sense. That's the sort of reports that the marketing team meetings would, what is the engagement, thing coming off across? Cool. Makes sense. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So,
we've been getting a fair amount of pings on Twitter recently, so we're getting engagement. Thank you, Twitter. Sorry, also.
Yeah. I actually got like a few things regarding this. I CC'd you in one of the emails, Dan.
Yep.
So I reached out to Vivi and I told her that if we can create a way like to communicate regarding the mentorship, so we can like post things on Twitter or other social platforms, sharing like the posts and videos and articles the mentees and mentors write for mentorship. It's much encouraging for like the mentees that we're recognizing their work, and also it will give us lots of positive feedback to move forward and bring new people as well.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting for Zibi to answer, hopefully by the end of the month. Yeah, and since like they said that it's the most engaged, hopefully like we'll get a good response from that.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure we'll get a good response. Our good response continues to be mentees, and I keep trying to nudge that towards more fulfillment with mentors. And, that's the bigger challenge. Like we have a proven track record of attracting a ton of mentees, and we're either going to have to start validating that folks aren't available anymore to sort of understand what the pipeline looks like, or push mentors, encourage mentors, facilitate mentors.
I know that we lack like lots of like the ratios are not even, but I believe for the next round, like if we postpone the next round till Vancouver, I believe we should have lots of mentors.
Right on. Right. Yeah. Right. If we're building coming out of Node.js Interactive, right on. Yeah, that's great. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Also, we didn't reach out to the core project. Most contributors to the code project, they don't know about mentorship in the first place. Only people engaged in the working groups. So if we do that also, I believe we'll have like a pretty good number.
Right. And I've bugged some of the most busy people in the project to do that. And, we'd probably benefit from making sure that the messaging goes out to non-TSC members, right? Most everybody in the TSC is saturated, one way or another. Our biggest success in terms of mentors comes from non-TSC members, so members that are active but not tied up in helping move the project forward. Okay, that's nice.
I'm actually, I agree. I was looking actually at the mentorship and like the mentors and the mentees forms to see if we got new applications. So at the moment, we have 1,500 mentees actually, not 500.
Wow.
Yeah, and we have new responses for. Oh, yeah, we do have more mentees applied. We have more mentors. Let me check.
I wonder if some of those are duplicates. People wondering if they got through the first time.
Yeah.
Do we plan on kind of talking about?
Nope, there's Ben.
Yeah, he's just quiet. You're very quiet, Ben.
I can hear that you're talking, and that's about it.
You hear me better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know why my mic was on. Do we have a plan? Because there is a kind of a code and learn at Node Interactive, right? I've seen threads going around for that. There's basically
right.
Do we have a plan to actually announce the mentorship program during that, maybe? Because there's a bunch of people signing up as mentors for that.
Yes, we do. Currently we have time in the community corner, time at the beginning of Collab Summit, and actually in the Code and Learn. I'm sure we have the ability to go do that, but we should probably ask for permission rather than assume.
That'd be good.
Right. I know there's a couple sponsor messages and stuff like that. What might be the best route there is, rather than trying to land time at the beginning, we could try to land time at the end. So, as folks are sort of wrapping up their first commit, and now what? Well, by the way, come join the mentorship program and continue your journey.
Yeah.
And by the way, everyone in Code and Learn is automatically a mentor.
Even if you failed committing the first one. That'd
be great. Yeah. So we we could definitely land both mentors, mentees there. That's the right audience. Yeah, that's brilliant, Ben.
I just want to clarify that I'm currently preparing like a prototype of slides to share them with you, to share at the Collaborator Summit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll have 15 minutes, I guess, or 10 minutes to talk about mentorship in the Collaborator Summit.
Right. So that's Collab Summit, and Ben was talking about the Code and Learn in the morning, where we're doing that first commit thing. That's brilliant. Like that is absolutely the crowd to go and
Harvest.
get mentors and harvest 1,500. My goodness. Yeah, we need to grow and harvest more mentors. My goodness, that's amazing.
So we have 15 new mentors applied.
Fantastic.
Wow.
At the moment, we have 72 mentors applied in total.
Mm-hmm.
But most of them are not like in the project.
Right. Do we have in the form? Do we have a field that says I'm a member of the Node.js project?
No.
We probably ought to do that.
Yeah.
I
add it manually, actually.
Okay.
I go to each one and check if they're in the organization or not.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
But it's a good idea to add it.
Yeah, once we that's way down the line. Yeah, the stuff that we're working on for enabling individual membership will have an identity component, so that'll help a lot. But they can be foundation members, but they need to be members.
Yeah.
And we're doing Google Forms, so a login from GitHub wouldn't. Yeah, we just ask people. Don't need to go play the process too much.
So we have a few action items that we talked about last meeting. So I'll start from the bottom because I'm the first one on the top. So AJ had to create the meeting notes, so we have that.
Great.
Did I made the last meeting notes?
Yeah, I'm actually reading the notes.
Okay, great.
Okay, I believe like it's in.
I thought I skipped one, but that's great.
Okay. Dan, you agreed to follow up on with Mike Dawson and open an issue in the repo to track that. I'm not sure follow up with what. Do you remember?
With Michael Dawson, is that what it says?
Yeah.
I think it was in regards to orientation.
No. That is still an open action item for me. My action there is get Dawson to set up the automatic issue creation and minutes generation. So we're sort of doing initiative best practices.
Okay. And I also had to open an issue for cohort 2 prep items. So this is still in the works. I'm actually like prioritizing creating the slides because the event is really soon.
Right.
And I believe we should like start the next cohort after. Because if we're gonna start now, we're gonna like get super like tight on schedule.
Right.
Because there's only 20 days left.
Yeah, and I think we would be well served by also, figuring out what closure is. Right. What does closure look like for each individual in the cohort, and with that, also the question that we grappled with a bit in the last meeting, do we want to force people to stop? And our takeaway from that was no. That's too selfish. If a mentor-mentee cohort pair grouping is still doing what they need to do and still working together, it's our self-interest in welcoming back mentors to be available in the program. Yes, but there's no sensible reason for us to force that. That's not cool.
Yeah, I think it's quality over quantity on the mentees, and the longer they have to work with their mentor until they're totally comfortable, that'll make for a much better contribution or contributor to the project than if we cut them off early and they don't feel comfortable and they may not contribute at all.
Right. And the mentor may need a break, right? They went through a thing. We can't assume that a mentor, because they signed up once, that they're gonna they aren't at our service. They're volunteering, and
permanent employee.
Right. They're not an employee, and they're a volunteer, and we can't assume their volunteering is going to continue or be constant.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in talking to the mentees and asking them about if they're willing to, how they feel about becoming mentors, if they're ready, if they have any feedback regarding what we're talking about, if they want to continue with the mentor and how exactly, maybe they just continue following up with their mentor, not actual mentorship. So they'll be available. I'm not sure, we can frame a few questions that we can ask to the mentees.
What do you think, Dan?
I would, looking at I was looking at the calendar. So the 5th is our next scheduled meeting, and I would really like to, invite the mentees and mentors to that meeting and just, have a wrap up meeting, get their feedback. Get some closure with folks. So I think that's a great way to make that happen.
Cool.
I had a thought while y'all were talking. Now that we've got so many mentees, 1,500, what would you guys think about throwing up some kind of forum for them to hang out and chat in, and maybe we could unofficially lurk in the forums and see if they come up with any good ideas and stuff like that. So give them something to do while they're waiting for.
So more than Slack. I mean, we have a space in Slack for that,
I guess
but it
it's
needs
so unorganized.
Right.
You don't have the threads.
Right.
So it's hard. You'd have to read every message to get an idea of what everybody was talking about. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess Slack could work.
So Slack is officially, as of yesterday, our first partner community. Node Slackers is our first partner community, and it's kind of officially blessed. Tierney has been participating in Spectrum. There's a Node channel on Spectrum. I think I signed up for it, but I haven't spent any time there. I know NPM has moved over to, is it Discord or Discourse? Discourse.
Discord. D.
Discord. D. Okay. Ben, how's that going?
I'm not sure if we can't hear him or he's not.
Not muted, but I can't hear him.
Try it again 1 second.
I can hear him at 1%.
Right.
I don't know what's up with my. Some of them. Yeah, my microphone decided to go super quiet on me.
No, no.
Oh, okay, you sound good now.
I was saying that Kat and Rebecca are the ones who've been kind of spearheading that, and I think it's been going pretty well. But I would talk to Kat and Rebecca for the feedback. But I think so far so good. I guess I feel like maybe it won't be much of an advantage over Slack right now. Though, what about maybe Slack and a set GitHub repo or something where we can address issues?
Right. I think the biggest thing that we need is just someone to not administer it, but to just be present, right? Encourage discussion.
Kind of cheerlead.
Yeah, like you know, I think the key sort of discussion points, should probably relate to why you're here, encouraging folks to understand that we're focusing our attention on helping you contribute to the Node project. This isn't just any Node dev, right, yeah, needs kind of a bubbly cheerleader. Keep some momentum.
Yeah, I agree. Like the most like a forum would be nice, but I'm not sure if we have the capacity to maintain, especially the forum. Like you need to maintain that.
Right.
I think I'm just concerned about introducing another thing for backup.
So. We're having trouble hearing you again. Are you using like a headphones mic or?
No, my computer's just gone bonkers. Basically,
okay. Right now you're fine. 5 seconds ago, you're at 1%.
It slowly mutes it on me.
Oh, weird.
Watch it turn the microphone down. So I don't know if it's clever or what.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah, but Ben said that he's afraid to introduce another channel, and I completely agree.
Yeah, I was just kind of saying it's like a completely unofficial thing, like no obligations on us, just somewhere where we can say, hey, if you guys want to talk about stuff, you can do it over there. We might check in from time to time, or we might not, but that's fine too. Slack is fine with me. That was just an idea.
Right. I'd rather have Slack, and if there's discussion, I think the best modeling, way to model that would be to have folks, kind of kicking off discussions inside GitHub, right? We'll have most of the attention of the moderators. I'm watching, the mentorship GitHub most closely, and it'll also get folks in the habit of dialogue and activity on GitHub, which is kind of the MO for Node.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, so I have 2 action items. One is to reach out to folks to get some time for the mentorship at Code and Learn, and then I need to follow up with Michael Dawson to get his script going. Does anyone want to take either of those?
I could go talking at Learn.
Ben, would you mind typing that in chat?
You should have said I'll take both action items from you guys.
Ben said, is that real?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, this mic.
And now no.
Yeah, it sounds like it's like not quite seated or something like that.
Yeah, I was just walking.
Like a loose wire or something.
Can you hear me?
Kind of.
Makes for really good. This makes for a really good live presentation of our.
Right. The YouTube is just slaying right now.
YouTube's just loving it. I was saying I'd happily pitch in on some of the code and learn stuff. I'll be at Node.js Interactive.
Right, the YouTube is playing right now.
Just loving it. I was saying I'd happily pitch in on some of the
Somebody's pulling the audio from YouTube.
Node.js Interactive.
Right, the YouTube is playing right now.
Just loving it. I was saying I'd happily pitch in on some of the
Somebody's pulling the audio from YouTube.
Whose stream is getting? Is that you, Ahmed? Is that me?
Not me.
Oh, sorry, that's me. I was actually answering the questions.
Okay, right.
I spaced out completely.
Okay. All right, are we back? Are we kind of back?
We're back, Ben. Sorry, we got distracted with YouTube for a second.
Okay, no worries. I was saying you were saying you would like people to pitch in a little bit on a couple of your action items right now.
Yes, and they're pre Vancouver action items. So for the code and learn, we need to reach out and ask. I think Rich Trott is probably the best person to reach out for code and learn to ask if we could say something at the probably the beginning, 2 seconds at the beginning, have them say something at the beginning, and then have us say something at the end, kind of a thing.
Okay, I'm happy to do that.
Thank you, Ben.
I'm gonna reach out to the mentors and mentees to have them join for the next meeting as an action item.
I can take the meeting notes again.
You're gonna make the meeting notes or the meeting?
Oh, the notes, like post meeting notes.
Okay.
For Ahmed, for the inviting in the mentees, Jennifer actually has some notes about her experience that she wanted to share with us. So that might be something we could plan to have on the agenda.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
That's awesome.
Should he just open a issue and add the agenda label to that?
I'll just talk to Jennifer and ask her.
Okay.
I believe that's all. Does anyone have anything else to say?
No, that's it for me. I think we can. There's a question on YouTube. Did you have a chance to? Oh, you did. Okay. So thanks, Sarab. Look forward to having you in the mentorship program. One final order of business. I recall that we invited Ben onto the team, but it hasn't been PR'd on. So Ben, if you could take one more action item and please create a PR for the README to add yourself to the list of members.
That sounds good.
Okay, awesome.
Cool. But I think I figured out my mic situation too, just in time. Now.
Just in time.
Yeah.
Oh, so I've never seen that before. It was like I just put it up to max volume and then it would just slowly go back to the left as soon as I stopped.
Weird.
What was it?
I don't know. I have headphones on now. I took my computer to Burning Man and it's full of dust. So
Oh man, right?
who knows what's going on? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll be more active the next 2 weeks than I was the last 2 weeks. I've gotten pretty settled in with
Oh,
everything
good.
now. So.
Right on. Yeah, congrats again on the new job, and glad you're sort of happy and settled, and yeah, excited. I think just looking at what we need to do, if you were to prioritize your time, I would say getting as many of our mentor-mentee pairs to come to the next meeting would be great, and looking at sort of reaching out to the mentors and seeing if they are considering joining us for the next cohort.
Do we have a rough estimate of date for when that'll be?
After Node Interactive, so after the 12th of October.
Okay. I can do that.
I'm gonna stay in Vancouver for a while, actually, if I got the visa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, maybe till the 20th.
Oh, sweet. Awesome. Do you know Card? Stephen Ballinger? He's one of our mentors.
Yeah.
Card's out of Vancouver. Yeah, there's some folks in Vancouver. Make sure you get hooked up with. That's great. I wish I was staying around then. I've got to go down to NodeConf Argentina. I've got like my birthday on the 14th, which is like I'm flying back halfway through. It's terrible, and then like I'm leaving 2 days later for Argentina. Crazy.
That's October birthday. It's like mine's the 10th, so it's gonna be.
Oh, nice.
October. You guys talking about October, obviously? Yeah, mine's in October as well.
All right.
29th.
Have a birthday party after Node Interactive one night or something.
Ahmed, you mentioned working on some slides. You said you'd share those. Are you going to share those? Would you share it with the whole group? I'd like to review them too.
I'm gonna share them on Slack.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Hopefully soon.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, cool. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Looking forward to seeing you in person. It's really fun.
Right on.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.